And welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. We have once again returned to Rogueport. You're a strange one, sir. Must be something special to convince you to return. Although if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye. Wow, that's not the send-off I was expecting. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting for you. Are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we are so with you. Hilariously, the game actually doesn't heal our star power, HP, and so on. Which to me is really hilarious because, well, just think about it, because we basically saved the world and we didn't rest at all apparently. No one went to an inn, we just slept in the bed in this entire time apparently. Yeah, I feel like they should have healed you for that. You know, quite a few little Easter eggs we can actually do now that we finished the game. But we're not actually going to do that yet. We are going to jump straight into the Trouble Center of Chapter 8. I consider this a sort of never-ending epilogue, by the way. Doti is actually a term referring to rotting wood, apparently, in reference to trees. So yeah, he wants to go see the great tree, so maybe not a good name choice. Also, we have to roust a bunch of enemies, but as you may or may not be noticing, I don't even need to heal because Bogle Woods, that's a joke. Bogle Woods is so... that was such a long time ago, just like... nothing can hurt us down there, basically. Yeah, nothing of import, basically. Another hilarious thing you can actually do with OT is actually fight the other way around. I mean, if you go to the Great Tree through the blue warp pipe, you basically can actually fight your way to Doti, which is actually hilarious because it's like, oh, well, you clear out the path just on the way down there. So it's like, well, hi, I kind of avoided the trouble before even speaking to you in the first place. Okay, thanks. But we're actually going to do this the intended way by going through the traditional Bogle Woods warp. I had to actually stop because that's not an easy sentence to say, let's just put it that way. We don't even need a heal block. I'm confident we can actually do this pretty easily because Bogle Woods. Now this is a problem, eh? What's that you say? You can help me? Excellent, just marvelous. I was just about to give up on the whole deal. I came to the woods just to see the great tree, but the thugs up ahead scared me. Contending with goons is not part of my repertoire, so to speak, so I've stalled here. Do you suppose you could give all those goons up ahead a proper thrashing for me? I'll be waiting here until you do. Thanks in advance, chum. Because of what we're up against, I think it would actually be a good idea to take out those two. And, what else can we actually remove that? And instead, equip Spike Shield. Also, we don't need Feeling Fines anymore, or even Quick Change. So, just to demonstrate, I'm actually gonna get First Struck. If I had the what's that called? If I had the, Chill Out badge, that wouldn't happen. Let's see. One hit, done. Piece of cake. No prob. If we get into a group of like 4 Piranha Plants, that still won't be a problem because I can just multi-bounce. So yeah, this is actually just a teensy bit broken. I don't know why this is an end game quest. This should be chapter 2, shouldn't it? Because this is laughably easy. Not sure what they were thinking when they designed this side quest, to be perfectly honest, because it's so easy. There's like no way this is any challenge for you after finishing off the Shadow Queen of all things. Yeah, it's anticlimactic. But this is what I was talking about, because with power not Power Bounce, Multi-Bounce and Power Plus, we can actually one-shot these. So yeah. This is actually comically easy at this point. And you actually get a level up, of all things. Okay, so FP, HP, FP. Yeah, I don't remember what I actually upgraded last, so that'd be 9 levels, 8, 8. So I guess I'm actually gonna break sequence and go, nah, let's go FP. You actually do need a fair amount of FP for the Pit of 100 Trials, because there are actually quite a few enemies there. Done already, huh? Marvelous. I can finally see the great tree. I'm in your debt, sir. It isn't much, but I hope this will do you for your troubles. It's my change for lunch. 20 coins, not bad. Perhaps I'll see you up ahead. We can actually see him at the great tree. To be fair, this is actually a shorter route than going through all the sewers. So, yeah, we might as well just do this. Also, we will be doing all 3 quests, but I will be cutting out the Pit of 100 Trials, because that's for a later time. So that's Doty, once more. Ah, the great tree. As you watch us foolishly continue to repeat history, what could you think of us? You can do nothing but stand and watch our ignorance. No, what rot. To assume that a tree can do nothing? That only proves my own foolishness. I don't know what to say to that, to be honest. But in any case, we have to go to Rogueport. Okay. Shoot, actually, I'm not entirely sure if I'll do all the troubles this episode, because it might actually take a bit of cutting, depending on, if I'm misremembering a certain quest. I think they'll all be this episode. I just may have to cut out some of this in-between stuff, basically. So I may actually stop talking during some of these as well. Just because, to make it easier to cut it out. Because if I keep talking, then I can't really cut it out. And then, like, if I was talking in the middle of the sequence of coming up a warp pipe, then you'd have no clue what I was talking about because I was in the middle of a sentence. Though in actuality, actually cutting back in the middle of a long-winded speech might actually be kind of amusing. Gotta fight with my mom, and I need you to help me make up with her. I'll be waiting near the Sanctum in Parsley Heights. So this is the little bronze bomb. To put it bluntly, we actually can sort of break sequence with this quest a teensy bit, and I will be doing so. Basically, you can actually get the item before even going to Parsley Heights if you know what the item actually is. Then you have to give Bub an item, basically. And if you know the item, you want to pick it up in advance, which is what I plan to do. So this pipe goes to Parsley Heights, but this one goes to Keel Hall Key, which is our next stop. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice having a general idea of what's happening in the game in advance, because then you can actually do stuff like this. I do feel like I'm cheesing the game a little bit, because I'm not even talking to Bub before I start all these quests, and this is basically the trend for all of the Trouble Centers thus far. But I think it's acceptable because, one, I've played this game a lot, and two, it's just little time-saving stuff. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like I'm totally breaking sequence except for the Ishnail thing, like I was talking about last time. Let's see. Bub, I don't think is actually here. Just to point out, he is actually over by the Parsley Sanctum. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Totally intentional, not really. I think he's actually where he was, like, during the Bowser scene, if I'm not... Oh, there he is. Been waiting for you, mister. See, I got in a fight with my mom and I want to make up to her, so I wrote her a letter and wanted to give her a present, but I don't know what to get. You can actually give her any of these. It doesn't actually matter. Oh, shoot. I'm dumb. I have to give him the item. I just selected what I wanted to give him. Did you bring a Keel Hall Key? Keel Mango. I'll just attach this letter. We're done. But I'm afraid to give it to her. She may still be mad. Can you give it to her and come back, please? Sure. You can do that. So, over here, is Sylvia, whom we can give the item to. Gold Pub, luckily, does not have any more favors for us. Luckily. From Little Bubby, say why? There's a letter. Let me read it. Dear lovely Mama, I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. From now on, I'll do my homework and try to be a good babam like Papa. I'll give you good food and a nice house and a pretty hat. So please don't hate me. I'm just going to break down and cry here. Oh, how delightful. Oh, Consolers, don't mind my tears. They're joyful ones. I just want you to tell Bub something for me. Tell him I'm not angry. I was just being stern because I love him and care about his future. I never meant to hurt his little feelings by it. I'm sorry I lost sight of that. So, we actually have to tell him that ourselves. Yeah, so that's fun. Okay. Off we go to talk to Bub. Let's see. Hey, mister, how was it? Did she like the present? She's not mad anymore? Yahoo! Way! Woo! It's all thanks to you, mister. You're the person I respect most after my dad. And as a reward, I'll give you my entire fortune. 3 coins. It's the thought that counts, really? I suppose. Also, ignore the fleeting image of a potential, character that we may have seen in the previous game. We're actually not going to do that yet. We're not going to talk to them yet. We're saving that for later. Yeah, just pretend you didn't actually see them there. I should, like, censor them out. That's what I should do. I should put, like, a censor bar. Like, over. Yeah, just, I don't know. I don't know how to make a picture move, though, in iMovie. I'm not sure how to do that. So, yeah, just pretend you didn't see them. We will be discussing them later once we get to all the post-game Easter eggs. Also, one thing to note is that you can't actually see the X-Nauts in Parsley Heights, even though they're there in the cutscene. Just a little observation, but it's kind of a plot hole, to be honest, that they're nowhere to be found. They might as well put them in there if they can put in other characters. Not sure why they never did that. So, over here, running into a fence, we have the longest trouble in the entire game. So I will not be showing this. I need someone to go to the 50th floor Pit of 100 Trials for me. Boom. So I need someone pretty tough, flowery. For details, please see me next to the cannon statue in Far Outpost. So we need to go to the Far Outpost, so just one moment. In Far Outpost, you might notice that there's no one here, or is there? Behind the cannon, you agreed to help for my trouble, thanks to you. There's a dungeon under Rogueport called Pit of 100 Trials. I heard if one writes wish on wall of 50th floor, then wish comes true. There's a special big explosion to get down to 50th floor and write wish. And then I realized the whole thing was hoax. I risked life getting down there for useless graffiti I wanted erased. I would erase it myself, but I don't think I could get down there again. So could you go to the 50th floor, Pit of 100 Trials, and erase graffiti? Oh, not yet? Go to 50th floor. Erase graffiti, please. I put my heart into it, so it may be hard to erase. You may have to blow up the wall. Please. So we actually have to go to the Pit of 100 Trials, floor 50. And because I plan to show the pit on a separate occasion, we will actually be cutting to floor 50 now. So on floor 50 of the Pit of 100 Trials, the graffiti is right here. Actually, I should read it first. There's graffiti on the wall here. Swab's wish. I wish to get married to Bogle, my dear love, in a shocker wedding. I want us to have 22 kids so we can start a soccer team. This graffiti was scrawled on with a fierce hand. It might never come off. So all you have to do is basically blow up the wall where the graffiti was, and problem solved. Except we have to go all the way back to Far Outpost, not Babam Outpost, Far Outpost. So I'll meet you back there. Finally, we have completed the quest. So talking to this guy, he erased my graffiti. You erased it. I'm so grateful to you, but it is not like I can actually confirm whether you actually erased it or not. Oh well, I guess I'll just trust you. Take this reward. It says T made it for me when I told her how much I was missing the snow. Huh? You have too much stuff. I will leave the snow bunny for you behind the cannon so you can grab it anytime. That's odd. I'm going to start trying to fulfill my own wish now, but you cannot tell anyone what it is. Promise me. To be fair, I actually already forgot in the time it took me to get here. Something about his girlfriend. In any case, we have completed every trouble in the game. At long last, might I add. That took quite a long time, if I do say so myself, but that aspect has been completed. So, next time on Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, we are going to be doing Easter egg hunting, I guess you could call it that, and going around Rogueport doing all sorts of stuff. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.